Welcome to Q&A with Qlik. Today's topic is new to Qlik Cloud. Just want to introduce myself. My name is Troy Rainey. I work putting together videos and webinars like this one. We've got a great expert panel for you today, and I'll let everyone go around and introduce themselves. Anita.
Yeah, thanks, Troy. Hi, I'm Anita Knox. I'm an instructional designer for Qlik Learning. Work on tons of projects, so you're probably going to see my work as you're getting familiar with Qlik.
Thanks. Swati.
Hi everyone, this is Swat. I work on Qlik Replicate and Qlik Cloud data integration products, and my role here is Principal Support Engineer. I have been with Qlik from 3 years.
Great, thanks. Vinay.
Thanks, Swati. So, thanks, Troy. My name is Vinay, and I'm part of our SaaS support team, and I basically handle the Qlik Cloud analytics part, and I've been here with Qlik for almost 5 years now.
Fantastic. So if you have a question related to being new to Qlik Cloud or new things with Qlik Cloud, please submit them to the Q&A tool and we'll be happy to address them. Some questions were pre-submitted when you registered, so we'll start with those. First question, how should we learn about new features in Qlik Cloud? Anita.
I can take that, Troy. Yeah, thanks. So there are so many wonderful ways to learn about new features and how to work through everything that you need in Qlik Cloud. First of all, visit learning.qlik.com. I think I should put that in the chat. And throw that in there for you. Visit learning.qlik.com. And this is our learning portal. There are learning paths, task-based learning, everything you could possibly want to know. We're in the process of integrating Talend and Qlik Learning. So you're going to see this new, bigger, better learning portal coming to you very soon. But for now, visit here. Go through some of the learning. There's free learning. The how to I's are free learning. You can go through those. That has a lot of great features in there that you will encounter when you're working through your projects on Qlik Cloud. Another great place to learn about new features is in Qlik Cloud. If you see a getting started link on in your Qlik Cloud interface, click that button, go there. There are how do I videos, there are demo apps, there's a bunch of, we're in the process of actually updating all of these videos. It's going to be newer, bigger, better for you, give you a lot more information right in the product. So visit the how do I's in Qlik Cloud. Another option is to click the little question mark in the corner. And this has new information, support chat, everything you could need to get up and running. Another option I might suggest is visiting help.qlik.com, where you can just do searches for whatever you need help with. And it has up-to-date text-based information and videos are integrated with it.
Yeah, these are all great resources. Thanks, Anita. Okay, next question. What is Talend Cloud and how is it different from Qlik Cloud data integrations?
Yeah, Troy, I can take this question. So these two are different products, but we branded our cloud product as Qlik Talend Cloud, where you'll get best features from QDI and Talend.
Great. One question that just came in. On-prem can handle a REST API with redirect URL. Attempting to establish a REST connection in Qlik Cloud states a redirect URL is not allowed. Is there a workaround being planned for this?
I can take that. So, as far as I know, this is not planning to support in the rest of the future as well because of the security purposes. So, as far as ideation or the product development, this is not in the consideration. So, as per the I can share an article where we have mentioned this already. It was back in 2022, but I can share that link.
Great, thanks. Okay, next question. How to publish a dashboard in Qlik Cloud from Qlik Sense Enterprise on Windows?
Yeah, I can take that, Troy. Basically, when you're trying to distribute an app from on-premise to cloud, a couple of things what you need to keep in mind is that you need to have a multi-cloud license. So basically, whenever you're using an on-premise license, you need to reach out to your account manager so that they can adjust the license so that you have the option to distribute the app to the Qlik Cloud. So once that step is done, we have documented all the steps that you need to do in order to configure the distribution of the apps from ClickSense on-premise to the Qlik Cloud, and we do have Migration Center as well, which helps you out with scoping out what are the features that are missing or what you need to keep in mind when you publish an app from on-premise to Qlik Cloud. I can share that in the chat.
Yeah, that'd be great. So all the links we're talking about we'll collect for you and make available with the recording that'll be posted on Qlik Community and on the Qlik Support YouTube channel, hopefully tomorrow. Next question. What do you recommend for us using QlikView and looking to upgrade to 2024? There's a lot of things find to be a little bit confusing. So that's a great question. It's always tricky to navigate all the different options you have, especially with all the new product lines that are available with Qlik. But there was a Techspert Talks presentation a while back, specifically on the topic of how to, where can I find it? I knew I brought it up here. There we go. On how to migrate from QlikView to Qlik Cloud. If you want to just upgrade your QlikView and it's working great, that's fine. There's nothing wrong with QlikView. It's a wonderful product. It doesn't break, and I think it's great. I started with QlikView, but if you're looking to take advantage of some new features and move to the cloud and take advantage of a lot of the options you have there, because there are many, we covered this, Jonathan Poole and I, on how to convert your QlikView documents to QlikSense apps, a lot of the capabilities there. So be sure to take a look at this recording. I'll post that in the chat as well. Next question. Regarding user engagement and activity monitoring, is there a way to see engagement within a particular tab or widget from an app? We're using Entitlement Analyzer app, but there's no such option there. So anybody yeah, go for it.
So yeah, as you mentioned, within the entitlement analyzer, you won't be able to see the such activities, but this app is directly developed by the developers, and they do see the comments which are there in the community article below that. If you post your requirements, they would be more than happy to answer if this is in the development sorry, this is in the future development request, or if this is being already worked on, or you'd get to know the status of that. So I would highly recommend that you make a post in the community article for the entitlement analyzer and get an update directly from the developers from the Qlik side.
We're talking about here in analytics.
Yes.
And what forum
Let
was
me
it?
share the link.
Oh, perfect. A lot of times I just search here. It often gets lost in plain sight, but right in the beginning, in the center of Qlik Community is a search bar that searches across a lot of different resources. So it's good to use that. You found it because you're awesome. Oh, I know I copied the wrong one. I'm not awesome. Copy. There we go. So Entitlement Analyzer, here's a link with some information on that, and you can post comments on here, and they're usually very quick to respond. Great, thank you. Next question. Will Qlik Gateway, is it required to be installed on a dedicated server?
Yeah, Troy. So we have to install a Qlik Gateway on a dedicated Linux server. And I think we are having that information as well in the user guide. I'll be sharing that user guide link.
I think Linux is an option, but I don't think it has to be Linux, right? Doesn't Windows?
It has to be on Linux server.
Oh, okay.
There are two options in Data Gateway. One is direct access, one is the data movement gateway. So if you're on direct access, you can use a Windows server, and it has to be on a dedicated server, and it should not be having any other third-party applications, and it should not be on the data source machine. it has to be a separate one, which is able to communicate with the data server.
Okay.
Thanks.
Yeah.
I was totally thinking about the direct access one, so I appreciate you
Yeah.
making that clarification. And yeah, I know we did a Techspert talk session all about that, the direct access version at least. I'll try and post the link to that if you once you can find the link, Swati, with the user
For
guide.
a data movement, I just ping the user guide link. We should have a gateway on dedicated Linux server for data
Great.
movement.
There's that link, and here's the link where we talked all about using the direct access gateway, depending on what you're using. Great. Next question. Can you change the timeout somewhere so you do not have the sign in that often? So I guess that could depend on how you have your IDP set up, right? Or who wants to take that one?
Yeah. By default in Qlik Cloud, the session timeout is 30 minutes, and it's not possible to change it. It's a kind of a default one. No, not possible to edit or change it.
Okay.
It's a documentation that we have already done. I'll share the link in the chat.
Oh, fantastic. All right. Next question. These are great questions, by the way. Keep them coming. Oh, you're quick. Let me just copy that before I forget. I think that link was a little too big for me to copy. Can you send it to me some other way on Teams,
Okay.
perhaps?
Yeah, let me try.
Next question. In your experience with Qlik customers and users, do you see a need for and mode in sense? I'm not that familiar with and mode. I just posted that link where you found the documentation around the default user session timeout. Thanks for that. Great. But are you guys familiar with?
Uh, Not me. Sorry.
All
Yeah.
right. So I apologize for that. We're all kind of drawing a blank. If you could like to clarify a bit, perhaps we can help, but we may be a little short on that one. Next question. How to export a spreadsheet from a Qlik application that would retain formatting or embedded links? Are there any plans to change this in the future, especially regarding the links? Uh, well, I'm not that familiar, but it sounds like this user has already tried this and knows that it's not working. So I'm going to point out Qlik Ideation. This is a great place where you can come and see product suggestions and improvements and feature requests that have been already submitted by other users and customers, and allows you to submit your own. If you can upvote ones that are already here or submit new feature ideas. And this is a section in Qlik Community. You can find it under Discover, oh no, Support Ideation. And I'll just post this link as well. But product management definitely weighs this feedback heavily when it comes time for improvements.
Yeah. Just to add to that, we do have one ideation open for, exporting the Excel, retaining the formats.
Oh yeah?
It's partially developed and it has been released, but only for
Ooh,
the state tables. If they are talking about the pivot tables, it's not possible yet on Qlik Cloud. If it is a state table, then it should be able to export the data and keep the format, retain the formats.
that's exciting. Thanks.
I pasted that in the chat. If you could please share that.
Yeah. Oh, great. That was one of our luminaries who suggested that. Wonderful. Partially delivered. All right, next question. Does Qlik Cloud have a capacity to store QVDs? If so, is there a limit, or is it better to query straight from the data warehouse? Well, I know that
Yeah,
Qlik Cloud definitely has the ability to create QVDs, but who wants to address that one?
yeah, I can take that. So it totally depends upon the subscription that you have in Qlik Cloud. If it's a basic ClickSense business, then the storage limit on that subscription is 250 GB. And in Qlik, other than ClickSense business, all the subscriptions have unlimited storage. So you can store any number of high size of data as well. I can share the link where you can see the restriction and guardrails of Qlik Cloud subscriptions.
Great.
I can take the part from QDI. Like in QDI, we calculate size based on data transferred 2 terabyte per month for enterprise customer. It might change a little bit in new QTC, but that based on different license models.
Yeah, you definitely need to talk with your account manager so that you have the better idea on what your subscription contains and what feature that it contains.
That's
Yeah.
great. Thanks, everybody. Next question. Feeling comfortable with some basic apps and dashboards that we've been able to create, but what do you recommend for either paid courses or examples of how to take visuals to the next level?
I can take that, Troy. So what I would do is visit qliklearning.com, and we have the business user learning path. And you can go in there and search for, there's so many courses about creating visualizations. There's kind of running through it, foundations of building visualizations, understanding dimensions and measures. There's really how to use variables to create variables to build visualizations. There's so many courses in that learning path. Another option is to visit the How Do I's. That focuses a lot on creating visualizations, master items, just very specific things to kind of amp up what your visualizations. Another thing I'm going to tell you is I'm actually working on best practices for creating visualizations, and we're going to offer that in product. That will be coming soon.
That's exciting.
Troy?
Thanks, Anita. Next question. Do you have any available add-on extensions that are available to use within Qlik Cloud? I've been using Qlik Garden, but this is only showing old extensions.
Yeah, Qlik Garden, as far as I know, is it's not currently active. You only see the old extensions which are compatible with ClickSense on-premise. But some of them are compatible with Qlik SaaS as well, but there is no inbuilt library that you can use the extensions availably. But there are a lot of third-party extensions that our client use on day-to-day basis, like Wizlib or any of the third-party extensions. They are heavily supported, and the product team are working with some of the third-party extension as well to make sure that the releases that we do are compatible with the extensions that they have currently developed. So I would look on our community platform for any of the extensions that you need, and there are a lot of available extensions for Qlik Cloud as well. But yeah, you need to search on community for that.
Okay, so Qlik Community is the best resource for looking for what you can't
Yes.
find.
Yes.
Great, thank you. Next question. In an app, you can choose download sheet as PDF, but it limits it to one page. If the data within the sheet needs 2 or 3 pages, can you export a sheet within an app to a PDF as a multi-page PDF? Anybody familiar with that?
Exactly for this feature, reporting is developed in Qlik Cloud. And if you are using reporting APIs or the reporting option in automation or the subscription option, you can create multiple page PDFs, and you can apply the filters and anything that you want to do with the pages, yeah, that you can do. But you need to use the reporting options in Qlik Cloud.
So were you saying that was like a different subscription? Oh, the subscription when you subscribe, or
Yeah,
is that on
but
different?
basically when you right click on any of the visualizations, you only see a single page PDF
Mm-hmm.
or the PowerPoints. But if you wanna do multiple pages, then you need to do the reporting options in Qlik
Okay.
Cloud.
So actually set up a report as opposed to just subscribing.
Yeah, by default, you can use automation as well, which supports multi-page reports. In
There you
using
go.
automation, you can build like multiple page PDFs as requested in the question. But yeah, you need by default you get the automation 100 automation per subscription free on a monthly basis, so you can test it and see how it works. I can show you some guides to start with so that you can test it in your environment.
Yeah, that would be great. Yeah, Qlik Automation is a wonderful tool with Qlik Cloud, so you should definitely check it out. There's a lot of possibilities there. Next question. Is it possible to connect or integrate routines in R or Python that can interact with a Qlik model? Connecting to Python. I'm not familiar with that. All right, here's that link about creating multi-page reports. Wonderful. I'll copy that to everybody. Is anybody familiar with how to connect or integrate routines in R or Python?
Uh, I
Yeah,
don't
I'm
think
not.
we'd have any out of the box, solutions for this. You need to have, you know, involve our, product expertise on the customer success side.
Okay.
Not with, as within the support, we don't have any documentation or we don't support this. We do have customer success team who handles, integration of R, and I've seen where customers are using Python as well, but yeah, those integrations are not within the support scope.
Sure. But maybe try, would you suggest reaching out on the community in a forum and see if what other users are doing?
Yeah, there are some articles on community, but it's not a end-to-end solution that you can directly,
Right.
copy or follow that. Yeah, so totally depends upon the requirement, but I would suggest reaching out to your account manager as well if you have a dedicated customer success team who can definitely help you build one.
Okay. And if you're still kind of hitting a roadblock, try and reach out to your account manager and let them know your needs and see if they can help you. I see a question that's kind of snuck into the chat. Let me scroll back up and see if I can read that. Maybe we've addressed this, but is there an efficient way to monitor all reload tasks in the SaaS management console, similar to the task section in the on-premise QMC? It's a good question. It's organized differently in Qlik Cloud, that's for sure. Would you suggest an app or just as looking for a way to monitor all the tasks? I think, isn't there a way
We do,
to go ahead?
yeah, we have a reload analyzer which lets you monitor all the reloading activities in Qlik Cloud. If you're talking about other activities like subscription or alerts, that those options are available in management console, but for specifically for the all the reloads across your tenants, you can use the reload analyzer.
Yeah, that is a great app. Oh, thanks for that. I'll post this to everybody. Next question. What are the most effective methods of connecting Qlik SaaS to databases which reside on servers on the company's local network? Sounds like
Yeah.
direct access.
Yes, exactly. So
Do you want
if
to
you are
talk about
not
that?
open to, oh yeah, if you are not open to exposing the database endpoints to the internet, then you can direct access gateway is best option. You don't have to expose any of your endpoints, and you can install this within your firewalls, within your VPN, and then connect that with Qlik as tenant, and you should be able to create an app and upload the data using the data connections through the data gateway.
Yeah, I just posted the link to this presentation because we definitely address what direct access is, how it works, best practices with setting it up, and creating those connections to on-premise data sources securely. So that's a great tool. Next question that I see at the moment, in fact, this might be the last question, is export to Excel not there for straight tables yet? So looking at a straight table, wanting to export to Excel, I'm not familiar with that.
There's actually
Oh,
an automation for that. I haven't played with it, but under analytics data pipelines, there is copy data from a Qlik sent straight table to an Excel sheet, a template that you could actually use to do that.
oh, that's great. Right in automation.
Yep.
So let's see, we're talking about automations. Oh, did I lose connection? No. What should I search for?
Qlik analytics data pipeline category,
Oh, there it is.
and then copy data from Qlik Sense. Oh, yeah, it's that in the
There
middle.
it
Yep.
is. So these templates, if you're not familiar with them, they're great. They help you set up your automations quickly, and you just got to run through each of these, configure what the connection information is missing, and play with it. That's pretty great. All right. Well, that was the last question that was submitted. If anyone has any further questions, please submit them now. I'll just run through. Looks like we have no more questions. So I want to thank everybody for joining, thank this great expert panel. And hope you guys have all. Oh, we got one last question that snuck in under the wire. What's the recommended way for a business user to create analysis based on an app centrally created by IT? So we're
I
talking
might
about,
use Insight Advisor for that.
yeah. So for a business user to analyze and create an app, and the follow-up question was, where do they save it? So I guess we're talking a little bit about spaces and how to work with,
I mean, if you have access to create a sheet, you can look it up in Insight Advisor and then save it to a sheet, but I'm not really sure what your access is.
yeah.
I mean, in order to use the Insight Advisor, you need to have access to the app. So
Yeah, you have to have rights to be able to create things. So if you don't
yes,
see a duplicate option in the right-hand corner, you might need to talk to your cloud administrator and see if you can increase your rights to allow you to create. But you could always duplicate this and start adjusting or create a sheet from scratch and take advantage of the Insight Advisor to create analytics or even the advanced options to really dig into the details. And there's lots of resources and videos out there on how to do that. I need to mention several. So I hope that helps address your question. Well, thanks everybody for joining. We really appreciate your participation, and those are great questions today. Hope you have a great rest of your day. Thanks,
Thank
everybody.
thanks
you.
everyone. Have a good day.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.